Hello guys, it's Loconte19 here, and now it's time to review Dragon Ball Super episode 128. And of course, we start with the title just like we always do. Noble Pride to the End, Vegeta's Faith. So this is basically, we know where the episode is going to go, at least from the title. We know that this is going to be a Vegeta's episode. But it actually starts with Goku feeling upset over 17. Android 17 basically giving away his life to protect them. And Jiren goes on to throw one bomb that says that what 17 did is really stupid. And he basically, to quote him, says, "No matter how many weak people you gather, they will be helpless against overwhelming power." This is just like that confirmation, that stamp that Jiren is way too into himself. This is kind of something that we always knew, I would say. Ever since he first showed up and told Goku to just get lost, you could clearly see that he really appreciates himself for the power that he has. Then you had that on 110. Or 109 and 110, the special episode when he tells Goku, "Give me all what you got," and lets him just do the spirit bomb. Basically, he knows he's strong, and he basically lives with the idea that nobody is stronger than him. That's kind of the whole point of Jiren's character. He's basically simple. He's plain and simple. It was even said in the anime itself in episode 110. So I don't really know why people just go too far with him, because let's face it, Jiren's character is far too simple, and I think that back in December of 2017 I was able to figure out his whole character, and I had a full video on it explaining it and breaking it down even before this new stuff came out. But now let's continue with the episode. The part there is kinda good. The episode starts quite well, I would say, but now it's time for Vegeta to actually take on Jiren. And finally, after like 20 episodes, we see somebody actually not able to transform. As Vegeta tries to become Super Saiyan, he really can't, and you can kinda feel the tension there. And Jiren goes like, "Oh, you can't even do your special transformation anymore." Or actually, you can't even do your special transformation? Something like this, because I watched it raw. But Vegeta says one thing that is pretty dumb, as he says he can beat Jiren as he is. And it is expected. It doesn't work out too well, and Jiren goes like, "No more playing around." The fight is kinda good, as you can see that Vegeta is really struggling and he's going over his limitations. It just feels that way, that really Vegeta can't do anything there, and his will is just keeping him on the stage. And Jiren is able to knock Vegeta to the edge. And Piccolo just makes sure that we know that the last blow that Jiren gave to Vegeta has left him without any stamina. But we can see that Vegeta is trying to hold on. But yeah, now we get the usual cliche thing, which they have completely ruined. This episode on its own was very good. But that moment when we see Vegeta thinking about Kaba first, as we got that flashback of him, of course recolored as it seems, to maybe fit things better, you can clearly see that it doesn't give you the same feeling anymore. Because when the last time was it reused? 2 episodes ago. Like literally 2 weeks ago we saw that, and they are using it here again. That clearly tells you that this is where Toei's writers stand. They can't really do that much. But once again, this was written by Toshio Yoshitaka, and he did it a little bit differently, and as we go through the episode I will explain why. Vegeta, after thinking about Kaba, the most cliche thing ever, goes on to think about his family, as we see some very cute moments from the start of Super. Then we see Vegeta holding Bra, Bulma telling Trunks to send Bra to I'm sorry, to Sanbarato Vegeta, all of that stuff that we had already seen. And literally just hearing Hiromitsuru's voice brought a little bit, I don't want to say tears, but kind of sadness, because she's not here anymore. I want to say something. Yes, they have hired a new voice actress for Bulma, but she is not going to appear. She was not going to appear on this episode. This was just kind of, they just went on to use everything that could really matter on this with what Hiromitsuru has said through her journey in Dragon Ball Super, which sadly ended a little bit earlier than the show itself did. Because now I'm just gonna say this. They would have done something differently if Hiromitsuru was alive, but they just wanted to do this for her. I do believe that they would have gotten something different, but still, her last word for Hiromitsuru, at least on the first part, was "jeez," which, this is what I'm saying. They would have used a different thing. I mean, it's not like it didn't fit at all, because she goes like, "Jeez, Trangsu?" Actually, it is the Japanese G's, which I don't know which is, but you could clearly hear her say Trangsu. So for Trunks. And Vegeta basically, as he is about to fall, he's hanging in there, he remembers all of these, and he goes once again at Jiren and says, "It's not over yet. Don't underestimate science." That kind of punch, those kind of punches don't even hurt. What a way to trigger Jiren, and he starts to get beaten up by Jiren even more. And Vegeta goes to tell himself, "What a heavy punches. It feels like my body's being destroyed." And Jiren just goes like to say, "You have no chance of winning." That's it. You have no chance of winning. While we see that, man. And Vegeta once again repeats that. It's still not over. Well, it kinda plays out, but Toei writers in general and overuse of things are brother and sister. They just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Still, as Jiren punches Vegeta, Vegeta is able to hang in there, I would say. We get something else. Once again, we see Hiromitsuru's. And those are going to be the special moment of the episode. At least up until this point. As we see Bulma or Hiromitsuru say, "Hang in there, what are you doing, Vegeta?" Something among these lines. And Vegeta is able to crawl back up, and Jiren once again says, "The fight is over." Vegeta says that he is fighting for the others, and here is it. We saw that, but really Vegeta never really said it, because a promise is a promise, whatever, this, that. He basically, I know that his intentions haven't been selfish at all through this tournament, but he acted like one. But here you see a cool Vegeta, a calm down Vegeta, as he says that he is fighting for the others. We get the last Hiromitsuru's words that she said with, "Everyone do your best," as we saw in before they basically went ahead to go to the Tournament of Power, episode 96, if I'm not wrong, because I can recall this. It has to be episode 96 or 95. One of these two episodes, that is what Hiromitsuru as Bulma says, "Everyone do your best," and and finally, we are not really finally, but we are over these flashbacks for Vegeta, because they have been really cliche. And now what I want to say with this is that This episode would have been so amazing on its own that I can't really explain it. But the last 3 or 4 episodes, all of them were great on their own. But when you take them and put them as a unit, they just simply are not. It's overused thing after overused thing, nothing is really developing, we are losing characters, but it is not even mattering, they are not able to actually show that to us. Basically, the writing has been very poor, at least the chemistry between the writers. But as I said again, this episode has a much better writing in scale with the last few episodes. Toshio Yoshitaka has done a great job with this episode. I said on my last week that you are going to get a very cool Vegeta. And we indeed got it. But the sad part is that it is boring. It is repetitive, and it went as far as really ruining even those Hiromitsuru moments. They could not have done all of these things, just do them here for the first time, and that is when it would matter. Just have Vegeta say that he's going to do his best over the last few episodes, or basically just give him his transformation by going like, I can't lose to you, I still have my pride, and I'm gonna push myself through the limits, and there you have it, there you have the transformation, and I would be completely fine with it, because it just makes sense. Goku was able to break through his limitations with Ultra Instinct by just being desperate to live and not really wanting to lose. He unlocked it, and once again Vegeta does it the same in a different manner, but still it is kinda the same thing. If I knew that it would come down to this, I really wouldn't appreciate what they did in 123, because basically it took away most of the most important things from this episode, which is supposed to be one of the biggest episodes. Of course, the biggest are going to be episode 129, 130, and 131, but definitely this is up there. And basically, let's continue with the episode, because I don't think I have anything more to say there. And Jiren goes like, I recognize your pride. At least. That is what Jiren says. We knew that they don't have a chance. We just knew it. But now, Jiren knocks Vegeta out of the stage. And with they, I meant 17 and Vegeta. And as Vegeta is falling off the stage, this is the best part. He goes like, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill my promises. Bulma, Kaba, or Kabe, Kakarot. The rest is up to you, as he gives Goku the energy. But the most important thing is that this man is crying, at least from what I could see. This man is literally crying. And this is what Toshio has done differently from all the others. And this is why I put him at the top as the best writer of Dragon Ball Super. He does things, despite him being forced to use the cliche things, because it is that kind of episode. He still did something differently that actually matters. And as Vegeta gives his energy to Goku, Goku says, Vegeta, I'll take your feelings. I'm sorry, but I'll take your feelings? Seriously? Well, actually, as we go through the episode, that happens, but couldn't they use different words? Okay, this was really weird. I mean, I understand what Toshio is trying to say with this. Damn it, I just praised him like 10 seconds ago. I mean, I understand what they want to say with this, because Goku is serious. Okay, and Goku goes like, Vegeta, I'm gonna take your feelings and basically use them to make your wish everything that you wanted to do true. I'm not giving up on this. I'm going to beat Jiren. This is what Goku means. But damn, that use of words was so bad. And Goku says that he's going to take over the fight for Bulma, Kabe or Kaba, and his company and all the others on Vegeta's behalf. That's what he's going to do. And of course, then, this is the first half of the episode, so you can see that there is a lot to talk on this episode. This is just the first half. This is where it ends, and the second half begins with Grand Priest announcing that Vegeta is defeated. Gohan grabs him, Vegeta hanging there, Kuririn or Krillin gives him a Senzu Bean, Roshi and company are all impressed by his efforts, Beerus says that Vegeta did well, and Whis actually says something interesting, because he agrees with Beerus, and he goes like, the most important thing is that you're safe. I mean, it is important. It really is important. But you know that if Goku loses, you're just getting erased, right? You do know that. You people are aware of that, right? I mean, it doesn't start good. Like, if you just want to let it go, but the episode doesn't start well at all. But still, it continues well. Oh, can I say that? And Jiren continues with the idea that trust is a load of crap. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, of course using Vegeta's energy. But that doesn't really take long, as Super Saiyan Blue Goku is beaten down pretty easily, and I kinda saw an animation error there, which I will let it go, because when Jiren punches Goku right through his stomach, it goes like his base, then he's blue again, then Goku is up, there he's still blue, then he reverts back to his base form. And Jiren goes like, is that your current level? I mean, Jiren is actually appreciating Vegeta more than he is appreciating Goku. Let's face it. I mean, this is kind of what the show wants, and I believe that all of us are doing that. And finally, this is something that I said when I first opened the channel. What Goku does here is that Goku goes, Vegeta and the others have left everything to me. I can't lose now. But still, Jiren keeps beating him up. He's not leaving him alone, and all the guys start to think that Goku has at it, he can't fight back, and you can see that Goku can't. Goku is just trying to run away, Jiren is not letting him, and I do think that, except for Kid Buu, I don't think that Goku has ever had this. Even Kid Buu has had his moments where he just basically stopped. All of the other villains or antagonists have been like, oh, you can't fight? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Jiren doesn't have that. Goku goes just to take a little bit of breath, and Jiren continuously is punching him, which was something great. And what I want to say with this is that this episode had that theme of Goku versus Frieza, when basically Goku is out of energy and he sees that mirror image, how do I say it, that illusion of Vegeta talking to him. It feels kind of that way, it felt with Vegeta that way, but with Goku it's kind of more like animation wise, because it's kind of the same scene used, and the storyboard is actually quite good, as it manages to show to you how much Goku is struggling. And Goku is just 1 feet away from losing, basically one hit and he's done. And Shen starts to panic by saying whatever load of crap Shen says, because I don't really have the translation for that, But you kinda can imagine, like, it's over, we are going to get destroyed, I can't believe all of this kind of stuff. And Jiren says it's over. And now, something special is happening. You feel it, and we see Vegeta saying, Kakarot. And Goku is starting to think of Jiren saying, trust is dumb, and how 17 saying how human it is to sacrifice oneself for the others. Now we see everyone from the cast saying, Goku! It is done amazingly. This is not cliche. This is something that you build a character up. I said since episode 110 Goku... Oh, I'm sorry for this. I said since episode 110 Goku has been a much better character. Really late, but he has been. But when such moments come to the touch of your hands, he's going to nail them. And we see everyone that participated on tournament, which was really weird why Goku didn't think of his wife and his little son that will be just as much erased as these guys, but still we got everyone from the group, even Frieza, all of them are saying Goku. And then we get that replay of Vegeta saying that he's leaving everything up to Goku. Something weird is happening. Jiren powers up through his hand and just wants to finish Goku off just the same style that he finished Vegeta. Goku is gone. We know where this is going. We do know where this is going. And I think it was reused animation for episode 116 when Goku went back to Ultra Instinct, as they basically showed us the same picture, the way of focus on Goku's eyes, which I always kind of found that weird. I don't think that is so well done, and I don't know why they use that. But Goku is back on his Ultra Instinct state. And Jiren is like, okay, it's interesting, and he goes to attack Goku. No luck. He can't hit Goku, and Goku punches him right through the stomach. That scene is so good. That was such a big of a relief that I don't think that anyone who watched the episode didn't feel it. It's like, finally this man is getting a punch to his guts as Jiren spills. Basically, Goku gets him back for all of what Jiren has done to him. I love Jiren as an antagonist. I love it. But damn, they wrote him so well to enjoy that moment. It was built up for this. I enjoyed this, but when I say the big page is that the writing on all of these episodes, except this one, has been crap. But this one actually was good. And it took everything that they did build in a perfection. And one interesting thing that I want to say is that this was animated so well and it looked so beautiful that I cannot wait to get hold of those pictures when the episode airs on Crunchyroll at 1080p. I need those pictures. The art on this episode was unbelievable. And now, possibly I will do a full video on it to explaining how Goku triggers Ultra Instinct, because this episode has finally revealed it. There were some questions here and there, but basically we got the gist. And one thing that Krillin says that we have to keep in mind. He is amazed that Goku was able to throw a very powerful punch and didn't just dodge. This is showing huge improvements from when he fought Kefla. And then we just saw everyone just being like, okay, he is on Ultra Instinct. One interesting thing that I enjoyed there is that Vegeta was smiling. He was literally proud. It's like, he's gonna win it now. He's my best friend. Yes, Vegeta didn't say those, but that's how it felt. He's my best friend. I'm proud of him. I gave him my energy, and now he's going to win this shit. That's how it felt from that Vegeta reaction. I know it was so small, but it just meant so much to me. And Belmont just realized it, and he goes like, damn, that Goku, is he trying to break through his limits again? And Kai, the Kai from Universe 11 says that he might just have triggered it. And the Omni Kings, of course, go like Migatte. The other goes like Gokui, and then they go like Migatte no Gokui, which of course we need to have those moments, because hey, it's not a cool thing without having the Xenos do this. Can we not please? Aren't it is boring and it is bad. I did enjoy those at the beginning, but man, get rid of these. Just please get rid of these. Episode ends there. No more fight of Goku versus Jiren. Goku just triggers Ultra Instinct, punches Jiren through the guts, and episode ends there. No mentioning whatsoever of Frieza. Are they planning to do something? This is what I'm worried about, and this is what I'm thinking about right now. Because even the narrator says that who will remain between Goku and Jiren, and also that there are 2 minutes left for Tournament of Power to end. That is what the narrator said. And it's interesting. This episode was good. I'm sorry that I'm struggling right now. But the episode was good, but I'm just trying to gather my full thoughts after recapping some of the things, and I just want to end this episode. It was good, not perfect, because of some of the minor problems that I said. Episode overall was the best one since episode 116, I would say. I did enjoy Goku Ultra Instinct vs. Kefla a lot. 122 was also good, the Topo episode was also good, but in overall, when you put all of these, when you gather all of them together, most of them become meaningless. Most of the episodes. And that's kind of the problem for me. This episode, on its own, if I don't count the others, it is 10 out of 10. But if I count the others, at best it is 7 out of 10. That's all what I can give it for. Last episode was 1 out of 10. So this is a huge improvement from the last one, but I can't really say that I am fascinated. I just hope that they are not going to let us down in the next 2 episodes or 3 episodes of Super. The 131, we'll see how it is going to end, but I do expect something special. I want something special there. But also the next 2 are going to be quite great. Anyway guys, this was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe to the channel with notifications enabled if you don't want to miss out in any further content, and have a great time guys. Bye.